It's the Witchfinder General back on your goddamn heads again. What up, y'all? Killer be the goddamn Witchfinder General. Got another one. We got some more nigga nuts and shit going crazy, wanting to kill people. I told you these motherfuckers is terrorists. All these motherfuckers is terrorists. The black terrorists. Oh man, we got a what's that nigga name? Kentay Thomas. We gonna look at this boogie eater today, and we can see how this fool plotted to go to goddamn Daytona and shit with a legal firearm to kill people, and revenge for Mr. Ozone, Othal Wallace, the Hebrew Israelite, the goddamn Hebrew Israelite black power terrorist ass nigga and shit. So we get up in this shit today. Hopefully I got somebody special help on today, Swindle. I hope you can come on here and help me with this. I'm not gonna be too long and stuff. I just want to get this out. Yo, what up, Big O? Big O and shit. You trying to get that wrench back or what, nigga? You gotta ride on the ops now and shit. Put you on punishment. You gotta ride on the ops. But shout out Big O, man. Big O was all right with me, man. Big O, I took your goddamn wrench for fucking with the ops. But yeah, man. So this shit gonna be crazy. I'm gonna open the panel up. I'll break this shit down to y'all and show y'all who these people really are. And this should be a lesson for y'all too, because a lot of y'all like to support these fucking boogie eating niggas on the internet, go to their live streams and videos and Facebook and all that shit. But when shit hit the fan, nigga, you're gonna have to answer some questions. When them boys roll up, nigga, you're gonna have to answer some motherfucking questions. And then I'm not saying nothing. They ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. They're gonna get your motherfucking ass. So all you Moorish American boogie eating niggas, y'all going down. All you Hebrew Israelite boogie eating niggas, y'all going down. All y'all goddamn Black Panther, fake ass Black Panther party motherfuckers going down, nigga. And the white people on your tails now and shit. Wait till Swindle come up out here and shit. He on y'all, nigga. I found the right one, baby. I remember that commercial, y'all. Oh, Ray Charles and shit. That was a Pepsi commercial. Yeah, that was Pepsi. Got the right one, baby. Shit. I was just talking to him over on Nagy Springfield channel. Hopefully Nagy hop up on here too. We just did a great show over there on Nagy's channel. Swindle hopped on. And hopefully you get up on this one and shit. He got a lot of information on these Moors and motherfuckers and shit. These niggas, this is motherfucking doxing motherfuckers and everything. What up, Byron? Daytona, all the places to go and do this insane act. Yeah, he was on a mission. He was on a mission. And we're gonna see how still almost ended the goddamn stream. I don't know why I almost hit that button. But yeah, we can get this shit in. I'm gonna put the link up in the motherfucking chat. We gonna fuck these niggas up again. We gonna fuck these niggas up again, goddamn it. All right, here we go. Link up in here. Everybody wanna hop on? They go to link. All right, let's get this motherfucker on the roll. I'm bored right here. Come on. All right. Share my screen. And he was right, yo. This stream yard do make the live stream shit to make that shit different. You got all these goddamn steps and you just trying to show somebody. It's crazy. But here we go. Goddamn title. Let me make the screen a little smaller. All right. Arizona man with links to black hate groups wanted to cause hell at Daytona Beach police. Authorities have linked two suspects, including the man accused of critically wounding Daytona Beach police officer Jason Rayner in a shooting late last month, to black hate groups' new record show. Right? Othal Wallace attorney Friday filed a non-guilty plea for the suspect charged with attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer. Wallace is accused of shooting 26-year-old Rayner in the head on June 23rd. Wallace, 29, is affiliated with the new Black Panther Party and not fucking around coalition, right? The NFAC. State prosecutors said in a court filing Friday against Kentay Thomas, an Arizona man accused of supporting Wallace. You got all, like I said, you got all these Facebook groups, Free Ozone and the Hebrew Israelites, and he do nothing to nobody. That white man was messing with him. That white man was messing with him. Right? So here we go. Check it out. Thomas, 31 years old. Wallace was 29. Now, I told you what it was when I was a Hebrew Israelite and shit. That shit could go anywhere, in any way. You can have a nice kid, they ain't never got in no trouble, and that motherfucker all of a sudden want to do something crazy. For the name of Yahweh. For the noble Jew Ali. For the black people. I'm doing this for black people. Right? Like we had the other nigga in Texas that shot all those cops. And the cops had to send that robot up in there to blow his motherfucking ass to smithereens. That's what they should have did with this nigga. They shouldn't even came and arrested him. They should have sent him with the little remote control things and shit. And he'd be like, damn, what the fuck? Motherfucker's playing with this toy? Blue! And just vaporize his motherfucking ass. That's what they should have did, right? But you know, fucking shit. The government ain't that wicked, right? Thomas, 31, arrived in Daytona Beach International Airport July 4th, motherfucking Independence Day, right? With an AR-15 style rifle, a .45 caliber handgun, and body armor, according to the state attorney office. Wait. What the fuck is that on his neck? I know his neck don't say, maybe not, but that shit look like. He got a tattoo around his neck. It looked like it says, maybe not though. I could be wrong, right? Check this shit out. While in Daytona, the defendant was observed passing out flyers in support for Othal Wallace. Prosecutors wrote in a court filing. Thomas is affiliated with the new Black Panther Party and the NFAC, according to the state attorney R.J. Larizza's office. Right now, we see here how, just like all cults do, when you do some hot shit, the cult would have disassociate yourselves with him. Like they said that, oh, we kicked him out the group months ago. We kicked him out of the group months ago. Just like they said about all the Hebrew Israelite terrorists. The cult said, oh, we didn't tell him to do that. Oh, we put him out anyway because he was crazy. Right? Now, the same people said, we kicked him out. Where did they find Othal Wallace at? On the grounds of one of the members. Now, here we go with another one of the members, according to the state attorney, RJ. And now, this is something for the cops. I'm sure the cops already know this shit. When these niggas try to disassociate themselves, no. Stay on their motherfucking asses, too. Actually, you can tell here they lying. I guess that's they goddamn military tactic that they trying to use and shit. They try to confuse the people. While they go out and do their wickedness. Now, check this out. The defendant is a sympathizer for Othal Wallace and affiliated with the organizations that openly and flagrantly threaten the lives of law enforcement officers. State prosecutors wrote, the defendant flew to Volusia County well-armed with body armor with the intent of provoking an armed encounter with the law enforcement. The new Black Panther Party is a virally racist and anti-Semitic organization whose leaders have encouraged violence against whites, Jews, and law enforcement officers, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, right? Other groups, the NFAC is a black militia, according to testimony from Professor J.J. McNabb, a research fellow at George Washington University program on extremism, right? I would love to talk to that dude. She mentioned the group in testimony before the U.S. House Subcommittee on Intelligence and Counterterrorism Committee on Homeland Security in July 16th, 2020. Raynard was patrolling on Kingston Avenue on June 23rd when he approached a man who appeared suspicious. Now you see that these motherfuckers are body camera video released by the police department shows Raynard walking up to Wallace, asking whether he lived nearby. The video shows Wallace getting agitated. Then a gunshot is fired. Now notice to say getting agitated, right? These motherfuckers want to encounter. They've been so brainwashed that they see a white person and they get upset. These girls doing crackers, we kill them. I told y'all the story about how we went into this liquor store looking for this kosher wine to drink, right? That's hard to find, and they didn't have it, and we walked out. And then the motherfucker follow us at the store and try to accuse us of stealing some shit. And we ain't steal motherfucking thing. And we automatically just flipped on that motherfucker. Like, anything you stole from us. You stole our country. You stole our language. You stole our religion. You stole our identity and fucking all this shit, right? Then we start telling them shit. When your Howard Shai come back, we're going to kill you. And we're going to rape your daughters and fucking all types of crazy ass shit, right? Now, we see the same thing here. Now, they don't put it out there like that, but me being used to being a part of like weird shit like this, I know how the shit work and what it does to the mind of the member, right? To be constantly dwelling on this is the enemy. We have to get rid of this motherfucker and all this shit, right? Then a gunshot is fired. Wallace fled, launching a massive manhunt. He was apprehended in a treehouse, like a fool. Apprehended in a treehouse. Hold on a second. Lost my spot. What the fuck I left off? Oh yeah, apprehended in a treehouse early June 26. Y'all go check my video I did on Othal Wallace and stuff. It's a pretty good video. It's pretty lengthy too. I drop a lot of shit in there. Actually, I was drinking and shit. It was acting kind of crazy. But anyway, in a news conference that day, Daytona Beach Police Chief Jakari Young said Wallace had 2 rifles, 2 handguns, multiple flashbangs, rifle plates, body armor, and several boxes of ammo. Young said Wallace was found on a property affiliated with the NFAC. Wallace was booked on the Volusia County Branch jail on July 2nd. Right? The court filings in Volusia County about Thomas asked the judge to hold him without bond, which the judge agreed. Thomas is charged with 2 counts of carrying concealed firearm. Thomas had a concealed weapons license in Arizona that was suspended in September of 2019. Police got an anonymous tip that Thomas was in town and heading to the Daytona Beach Police Department to cause hell, records allege. All right. Hold on a second. Let's see what y'all saying up in here. Hey, Arnold. More truth, more lies, mores are in the Black Panther group. Yup. I'm sure of that. All right, Myron. Monette, hey, what's up, Monette? Good to see y'all up in here. All right. We get back to this here. Stay on these niggas' heads. Let's see y'all up in here. All right. Wait, we get back to this here. I know my audio sounds good. All right, that's a plus. All right. Get back to this. Police got an anonymous tip that Thomas was in town and heading to the Daytona Beach Police Department to cause hell, records allege. The tip prompted an investigation which led authorities to videos Thomas posted on Instagram, according to charging affidavit. The affidavit stated that Thomas' Instagram username was the Mike Spike. In one video, while Thomas is wearing body armor, he said people who kick down his door will be in trouble, the affidavit alleged, right? Now, this is weird. We saw this with Rise of the Moors. This dude doing videos wearing fucking body armor in the house with ammo on his jacket. Fucking got a fucking AR-15 on the motherfucking couch. Like, who does that? Who sits in their own house? I'm talking about the craziest gun enthusiasts. Do not sit in a motherfucking crib wearing a bulletproof vest. Right? Immediately following the statement, the defendant retrieved the handgun and showed his viewers how his gun is loaded with a round in the chamber, and that he has had his handgun in a ready-to-fire status since his arrival. He then proceeds to boast how he's going to get some shots off. Don't worry about that, records allege. In the second video, the defendant states he's looking for the AR-15 and that he's going to get as many rounds in these motherfuckers, I guess, as possible. In the third video, he explains how he can conceal carry not only his handgun, but the AR-15, as well as stating that he is ready for a firefight. The Daytona Beach Police Department and the Volusia County Sheriff's Office arrested Thomas on July 8th. The search of the defendant's waistband yielded a .45 caliber handgun loaded with 7 rounds of ammunition, according to the state attorney's office. Thomas and Wallace are being held at the Volusia County Branch Jail in Daytona Beach. Prosecutors noted that Thomas has a record of not appearing in court hearings. You know why that, right? Hold on. Why I keep losing my place? Okay. He also has a known ties to Florida. The defendant has previously been convicted for his failure to appear before the courts in state of Arizona and California on July 24th, 2009 and November 11th, 2016, respectively, prosecutors wrote. Police got an anonymous tip that Thomas was in town and heading to Daytona Beach Police Department to cause hell, records allege. The tip prompted an investigation, which led authorities to videos Thomas posted on Instagram. According to charging affidavit, the affidavit states that Thomas' Instagram username was the Mighty Spike. In one video, while Thomas is wearing body oil, people... Wait, did I just read this motherfucking shit already? Damn, why this doing this? Wait, hold on. This is stupid. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Doggone it. This will help me out here. Oh, some fuckery going on. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. The defendant is not a convicted felon. However, he has previously been arrested for domestic violence, obstructing government operation, assault, hindering prosecution, resisting aggravated assault upon a law enforcement officer, narcotics possession, and paraphernalia. So this nigga was smoking crack or some shit, shooting dope. If you got narcotics possession, you got paraphernalia. That means that nigga has some shit that wasn't marijuana, and he has some shit to use it with. So maybe this nigga had some meth, crack, dope, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's it on this article. Let me find a news report on this nigga. Look at this motherfucker right here. Look at this son of a bitch right here. This shit is crazy. Y'all don't believe Old Killer B though. Y'all don't believe my ass. Now I want to know how he got through the goddamn airport with the guns and the body armor. That's what I want to know. And he had a suspended permit license for Arizona, so that's how they was able to get him. All right, let's look up some shit. Check this out.
Spending too much time prospecting? Introducing Lucia, the perfect tool for any company size. Simply find your target on LinkedIn and click on Show Contact to get the News 6 investigator Eric.
All right, hold on. Let me put you up in here.
News 6 investigator Eric Sandoval is live in the newsroom with what he found out about this man.
All right. How many heads I got? We got Nagy up in this joint. What's up, Nagy? Cherry Love. Hey, Cherry Love. No, you coming
Hey, how you doing?
What up, Nagy? You doing all right?
Deja
Getting on the book. Come on in here, Cherry Love. I was looking for you to come out last night. So I was tearing their behinds up last night.
Who were you tearing up?
Oh, the goddamn Sonetter last night.
yeah, Sonetter. I remember. I saw that. Yeah.
I
don't like Sonetter. So if I'm going to talk about him, it may not be the most positive thing to talk about. But
black people say, you talk about this nigga like a dog. White people good to their dogs and shit, but a nigga and shit ain't shit to a dog.
Oh yeah. Kick it every now and then and make sure it's got like food, but not good food.
The dude I know, he got a pit bull, and the pit bull was licking some antifreeze, almost killed his motherfucking ass, right?
Oh man,
it cost him $2,000 and shit. I said that dog better be glad he got some white folk, boy, because he'd be a dead motherfucker.
Yeah, that he would just have been shot.
Yup, he would have been in a garbage bag somewhere in a motherfucking dumpster somewhere.
I'm not a dog person, so I understand that completely.
Keep it 100. All right, what up, Mike?
Hey, Killer B, you had mentioned about how he got all that body armor and guns through the airport and all that. Hey, maybe those weapons in that body armor was already waiting there for him when he got there, bro. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
Is this guy a Moor?
He was a member of the Black Panther Party. But
oh no,
as we know, in the NFL, the not fucking around committee or crew or whatever they call themselves. Now, with that, what goes along with people that are in these groups? You get the Moorish American shit. You get the Hebrew Israelites. You get the Nation of Islam. So it is black power on top of black power, or it's black power with a religious thing to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a Hebrew Israelite, but also you into this black power thing.
So it's just a form of race pimping.
Yup, exactly. Now let's listen to this news report here. Let's see what the white people are saying. Get on, white folk.
Eric Sandoval is live in the newsroom with what he's found out about this man, Eric.
Yeah, Matt and Lisa, Daytona Beach police say they made this arrest yesterday, and this man is in the Volusia County Jail right now. Let's show you his picture. This is 31-year-old Kentay Thomas. Police say he's also known as Mighty Spite, and they say he also has ties to two black militia groups, the same ones that Othal Wallace is connected to. In fact, on the day Othal Wallace was arrested in Georgia for the shooting of Daytona Beach police officer Jason Rayner last month, they say they also got an anonymous call that Thomas had...
They got him on the airplane. They should have pushed that nigga off the motherfucking airplane while they was up in the air. They said the door, we forgot to close the door.
Oh yeah, that's Con Air right there, Con Air.
Yep, they should have put him right next to the door and left the door open. Because, you know, they said the door open while the plane flying. That should have sucked your ass up out of there.
Yeah, depressurize the cabin and depressurize him, too.
Yup. Stuck his motherfucking ass right out the airplane and shit. Handcuffs on. And know what I find it, too? That he a Hebrew Israelite and he wearing a Nike hoodie.
He's a Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, shoot.
You see the shit?
Well, now I have extra reason to hate him.
Yo, not only he a Hebrew Israelite, is that his wife said that he's the king of Israel.
Oh, right. That's the crazy psycho chick. Yeah, I remember.
Yep. So this nigga get caught, cut his dreads, right? And you wearing a Nike hoodie. You ain't supposed to be wearing no Nike hoodie if you an Israelite, because that's a Greek god. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High got you caught, nigga.
Oh, yeah. he got trapped by the white man because he got turned in.
Yup. He was wicked. That nigga put on a Nike hoodie and shit, and the Most High said, we gonna fix this nigga.
Yes, he didn't get his boots smoked. He didn't get his boots smoked like he deserves, but whatever.
Yep. Because he pussy. He in a goddamn tree house with all them guns and ammunition and body armor, and that nigga just gave up.
He broke the law, statutes, and commandments that day.
Yep.
Yeah, hands up, don't shoot.
Yep. Pussy.
Posted to social media that he was coming to Daytona Beach to.
Now, what kind of nigga can find that shit to hide up in? That shit had a shower and everything. So that shit was built to hide a nigga somewhere. Look, that's a shower, that red thing and shit.
Yeah, I know. But this is the guy whose wife was like, she's gonna go get baptized or whatever. He was talking about that crazy.
Yep. Why crazy or something. But you know what I found out too? I wish I had the shit in front of me. I would play it. His wife gave the nigga up. She said, yeah, that's my husband. And he carried guns and all types of shit.
Oh man, she was the Judas of this story. She's the Judas.
But what she was doing on the Instagram live though,
talking about how everyone's coming at him and coming at her, and she's a hypocrite. Wow.
Yep.
Cause hell with the police department there. They say his social media post showed that he arrived in Daytona Beach on the 4th of July. They say he was armed with an assault weapon and guns. They say he was spotted on International Speedway Boulevard with what appeared to be a gun in his waistband. After more...
In another article, I saw this article like last week, and I forgot to do a show on it, right? He had a rifle, and he was bragging how he could hide the rifle under his clothes and not be seen. And he was going to go to the police office with that fucking shit. You see this shit?
Social media post showing...
You want to hear something? You want to hear something kind of crazy? There was a gang leader that was planning to use a rocket launcher to shoot up a police department.
Oh, yeah, you tell us.
So he was no, this isn't the El Rukins. This is a different gang.
Oh, okay.
He was planning to get the rocket launcher and then fire it directly into the doors of the police department. Crazy plan. I don't think he thought it through because he got caught before he was able to do it. Got busted by his own stupidity.
Like that. The Latin Kings back out here in the 90s, they had to bring the National Guard out here to clean up the fucking the Latin Kings gang and shit out here. And
the Latin Kings are crazy. They're like a cult in and of themselves.
Yeah. And those motherfuckers and shit have fucking rocket launchers and crazy shit like that too. Like the whole neighborhood, it was like a whole neighborhood, all gangs. Like you could kill a motherfucker dead on the street and ain't nobody calling the cops. And kind of cops get called because you got a dead motherfucker laying in your driveway and you got to back your car out to go to work. So you got to call the cops to get this nigga up out of here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like it was that bad. It was that bad.
But anyway, yeah, hip play.
With weapons, threatening to use them against officers if they kicked in his door. They said they had enough information to make that arrest. They arrested him yesterday afternoon. He faces 2 charges of carrying a concealed firearm. He is being held without bond right now. We have reached out to the 2 militia groups for any comment, and we are still waiting for a response from them. For now, we are live in the newsroom. Eric Sandoval getting results. News 6.
That's right, white man. You getting results, goddammit. Tell them. Let's see what this one say here.
Hey, Killer B, let me tell you something, man. I visited Daytona Beach before, bro.
Yeah?
And I went out there at night by the beach, right?
Uh-huh.
When this was several years ago. I don't know how it is today, but when I went, bro, they shut that beach down at night, bro. Okay? because of all the crime activity that be going on around there. Man, the Daytona police, man, them cats down there don't play, bro. You think they don't play during spring break? Now, this dude right here gonna go down here and do this? Come on, man.
Wow. Oh, so I never knew that. Like, it was high crime and shit like that.
Man, bro.
I found out about how fucking ratchet Florida is. Like,
yeah, man. Bro, nobody can go out there at night. Everything is shut down when it turns dark, bro.
wow.
Yeah, man, around that beach, man. This is like back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how it is today. But back then, bro, come on, man. If the crime was like that back then, for them to shut the beach down at night, imagine what it's like today.
I know, right?
Man, the police don't be playing now, bro.
And that's why they sit there, they do their damn job.
Yeah.
They hard. You got to be. Wow. Let's see this thing just from here. So. Hope this ain't one of them news sites where I dumb ad shit pop up. Probably is, but we will see. Come on, David. This shit's crazy. Shit ain't go. How foolish is it? Oh, there we go.
Hey, Cherry Love said if you go to Vocab Malone Instagram, he got that video of the wife talking.
Yeah, I got it. I did it on my stream.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. You sure did. Okay, that's right.
From our Instagram.
Cause trouble. Okay. Fox 35's Matt Trezek is joining us live from the Daytona Beach police station. And Matt, how were they tipped off to this guy?
They got an anonymous tip about a suspicious social media post. The Daytona Beach Police Department is the place they say Kentay Thomas wanted to, quote, cause hell after Othal Wallace's arrest. After police arrested Wallace for allegedly shooting Officer Jason Rayner, they say Thomas traveled to Daytona Beach armed and aiming to cause trouble. On social media posts, police say Thomas wrote "Hands off Ozone," which investigators say is a nickname for Wallace. Police say they saw Thomas walking on International Speedway Boulevard carrying concealed weapons without a valid license. Later, they found social media posts they say Thomas made in Daytona Beach, where he showed off weapons and threatened to use them on police if they tried to arrest him. Court documents say Thomas is linked to the new Black Panther Party and a black militant group called the NFAC, to which Othal Wallace was also allegedly linked. Now, for the and say Thomas is linked to the new Black Panther Party and a black militant group. Court documents say Thomas is linked to the new Black Panther Party and a black militant group called the NFAC, to which Othal Wallace was also allegedly linked.
But look, you see what they wearing?
Now, for their part, the NFAC says they have no known links to Kentay Thomas. Live in Daytona Beach.
You hear that shit? Of course, they ain't got no links. Yeah, we don't know who that nigga is. But they'll take no donations and all that shit, though. We don't know who he is.
You want to hear something kind of funny? Imagine if these guys were tied up on one rope climbing a mountain. They would have cut him off the rope so fast. He would be dead before he knew he got cut off.
Yep. And you see what they wearing, right? And that's the vibe that they're putting out there. They're wearing the shit like you see the terrorists in Afghanistan. What they wearing? Let me back it up because I couldn't pause the shit. Let me see if I can bring it out so I can put the thing on pause. Stop. This shit makes difficult as hell.
There's a Fox 35 News.
Oh, hell no. God, man. Oh, here's another.
The man accused of shooting Daytona Beach police officer Jason Rayner pleads not guilty. Othal Wallace was arrested in Georgia after a nationwide manhunt. The shooting happened 2 weeks ago. He's charged with attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer.
Alleged shooter in Georgia. On June 26th, Othal Wallace was arrested and later extradited back to Florida. Then on June 27th, an anonymous call came in alerting Daytona Beach officials to an Instagram post from an account investigators in Daytona Beach say was linked to Arizona resident Kentay Thomas. Thomas, who court documents say is linked to the new Black Panther Party and the NFAC, a group that they say supports violence and murder.
See that right there? I don't see kind of when I pause it, they put the thing up there. When you see the shit wrapped around their heads, like the terrorist niggas, these niggas in hot states, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're LARPing as terrorists.
Right. Concealing their identity and all that shit. Look, that's the same thing. You buy these from the Arabs, not the Arabs, but the Muslim niggas that be in the hood. Like out here, I don't know, out with the Northeast like this and shit, like New York and some major cities in the Northeast, where you got like a lot of black people and stuff. You get like the Muslims, and they got the oil tables. And the Hebrew Israel, that's what Tazariak is doing. Now how Tazariak got that little oil business? He be selling the beard oil and the perfumes and all that shit. All that shit is Muslim oil. That shit cheap as fuck. It's cheap as hell. You go to Medina. Medina is the major distributor of those products in New York City. They're a major distributor. Like most of all the people that sell that shit, they all get it from Medina. I got a Medina catalog right here and shit. I know a dude that used to sell it. He's starting to do it again out here. But you go buy the oil, then you get the bottles and you break it down. It's like going to cop drugs and you breaking the shit down in the little bottles and you sell it. Like you got the incense. I forgot. We used to go get a pack of incense for like, what was it? Like, I forgot. It wasn't a lot of money at all, but the return on it was a lot. Say like you sell a pack of incense for $1, right? And say like what? It come in like 10 incense in there, and you get you say like you buy 100 of them or some shit. It might be like $200 for 100 incense. You know what I'm saying? And then you break them down. You get your little label and you write down. You can give it whatever name you want. Just like the oils. You got different oils. You can mix oils, and then niggas will get. You go to the grimy niggas. They cut the oil, so you get the oil and you can look at it because it's not dark. You can basically see through the bottle. Like you get the frankincense. I love that frankincense oil. Like I could drown myself in frankincense oil. Like, that's my favorite. I don't even like regular man cologne. I love that frankincense.
Yeah, me too. I wear body oils too, bro.
Yep. And you look through it, it's dark. But you get a nigga that cut it, they put baby oil in it. They cut it.
So that's why. So that's why when you rub it on yourself, it be so shiny.
Yeah, right. That shit be the baby oil. Because the good shit don't really be like that. The good shit is kind of sticky, almost. Okay. It's heavy. It's almost like a syrup. Almost, it's heavy. And the real liquefied, that be the baby oil. But anyway, those things that he wearing on his head, they be selling those too.
Hey, so just in case you're curious, those are called keffiyeh.
Yeah, I didn't know the name of it and shit. I wish
it's called a keffiyeh, and it comes from Arab culture.
Yep.
When people wear a lot of the Palestinian ones.
I got them here. I used to wear them and wrap it up in the winter like you goddamn terrorists. I used to walk around wearing that shit.
Yup. Hey, Killer B, read that comment, Cherry Love, that last one she just left. Read that one, that third from last. The first one from the read that what she left in the comment, bro.
All right, that wait, let me put it on the screen so I can see it.
Yeah.
That's where they're learning this stuff from radical groups, ISIS, them Islamic radical groups. Yeah.
Yep.
And not even really they learning it, they copying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to be like them. They want to put brother Brian. What's up, brother Brian? What's going on, bro? I can come up in here. I put the link up in the chat. But like you're right. Like they copying these niggas. They want to imitate them. Like I did in the Othal Wallace thing, or the video I did after that one, where I was talking about. I know Negi commented on that video about the rap music I used to look to. Hey, what's up, Brother Ryan? The rap music I used to look to, listen to. You listen to old Wu-Tang stuff, you hear all that terrorist stuff in their videos. Killer Army, all the Wu-Tang affiliate groups. You had Silver Rings, like the underground Wu-Tang that weren't out on the TV and stuff. They had a bunch of members in Europe.
I know for sure you know the Poor Righteous Teachers. You got them.
Poor Righteous Teachers is another one. I used to love Poor Righteous Teachers. They from Newark, New Jersey. That's
those guys were 5%ers. They believed in that 5% Islam.
They were Circle 7 on Moors too.
Exactly. That's tied in. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot
what's up, Brother Brian?
A lot of them tie that Moorish and the 5%ers together. They'll fuse a lot of that stuff together. Just like with Wu-Tang, you had members that were Nawabian. You had members that was Hebrew Israelite. You had members that were Muslim and all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Wu-Tang members used to come to the school, to ISUPK back in the day. They used to be up in there. Khalid Muhammad used to be up in the school too. So a lot of these leaders, they would see the Israelites teaching on the streets, right? And they'd be like, damn, these niggas ain't no joke. I can't even fuck with these niggas, like, right? Like Khalid Muhammad couldn't go down there and battle no Hebrew Israelites. They make a fool out of his ass, right? And he would go to the classes, listen to how they talk, listen to their breakdowns, and take it and leave and make his own little spiel on how to talk to the people and use some of that stuff, but make adjustments and changes to fit his thing that he's trying to say. All you gotta do is pay attention to how these people move. Looks like Judah Nasty. That nigga know nothing about no Hebrew Israelites. That nigga from Cleveland. He didn't even live nowhere with those no Hebrew Israelites. And he come out here, I was a Hebrew Israelite for 20 years. You full of shit, nigga. We got the pictures. You got Haile Selassie up on the goddamn wall in your house. There ain't no Hebrew Israelite got no goddamn Haile Selassie, nothing.
Nope.
If you do, you burning that shit. Know what I'm saying? So like they listen. Like he talk about how I used to say, I was like, yo, GMS is like the realest Hebrew Israelite group out there. And they are to this day. If you want to learn what they really teach, listen to Tahar and them. Listen to Tahar. They're gonna tell you.
You're not lying when you say that about GMS. They are one of the real original,
They're the only ones that never stop.
They're the real original Israelite school.
Yep. They branched off of the original school. They split from the original school. But unlike the original school, like know what I'm saying, they never stopped. They never stopped. Where the other ones, they changed doctrine. The original school basically turned into a church. Where they turned into Israelite Church of God and Jesus Christ. Like they basically turned that into something else. Because they got that 9/11 money. They got a grant. They got a grant from a foundation. If you know about Ben Lawyer, if y'all don't know about him, look up Ben Lawyer. Ben Lawyer was like the rawest Hebrew Israelite out there. Like he was the Sons of Thunder. The dude's what's the name? He makes the jewelry and stuff. SOT.
Yeah, that's brother Adiala. Brother
and you know what they did to that dude? They threw him in a hole.
They threw him in a hole. They ain't buried that nigga. They threw him in a hole. And
you talking about Adiala?
No, Ben Lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Ben Lawyer died of some heart condition, and they said that the white man killed him or whatever or some shit, right? Niggas was crying. I remember when that happened. Brothers was crying and like they wanted to go out and start killing white people then. All of them crying.
Yeah, but they didn't even give that man a proper burial. They threw him in a hole.
They had no goddamn money. And the ones that did wasn't giving it up.
Hey, Killer B, wasn't Daniela a reader for Bomb lawyer?
He might have been. Like I didn't really know SOT as like when he was in like the groups and stuff, but I remember SOT as being one of the first people along with GMS on the internet.
Okay.
But they had a little thing set up, like Killer Priest used to be hanging with them, like they know Killer Priest and stuff. They had their little stand set up in Brooklyn where they was teaching how the school was going off and how there was a virgin birth and stuff. So they basically changed their doctrine. Like them niggas are still Hebrew Israelites, but they got their own thing going on. Like, know what I mean? They got their own thing. They still believe in that old teaching, but they believe that there was errors in it. So they come and correct the errors. Like I like those dudes because like they tell you listen to them, they're gonna tell you real history. Like I be dropping the history. They be dropping it just like me. You know what I'm saying? But they still in it. Like they still believe that shit. But Ben Lawyer died and they ain't had no money to bury that man. Ain't none of the Hebrew Israelite groups was trying to give up no bread. I was in IUIC at the time when they died, and Nate was bragging how they put up most of the money to bury the man. They put that man in like a prison coffin. Like when they bury prisoners, that was
They put him in a plywood coffin and threw that in a hole.
Yup. And they had to. It didn't even look like a cemetery. You didn't see no other graves.
It was like in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. You know the places like where you go buy what do you call it? Like rocks, like stones and stuff to put in the yard or to buy topsoil. Like
a gravel pit.
And stuff. That what it looked like. It looked like they was putting them where Jimmy Hoffa at. It looked like they were burying them with Jimmy Hoffa. That's what it looked like. It looked like it was a mob, like the mob was trying to get rid of a body. And they had the backhoe right there. I ain't never seen a funeral that got the backhoe like sitting right there. You know, usually they put out the little green, the little fake grass thing and make it look, and they got the little machine.
Yeah. They have something that lowers it in the ground, you know, slowly, respectfully. No, not in this case.
They hung that nigga on the backhoe. And lowered his ass up in there all cockeyed in the hole. The hole wasn't even square. You know, they deal in grade. The hole is square. You know what I'm saying? Like a square or a rectangle.
It was like a misshapen hole they dug hastily. It was embarrassing. They should be embarrassed.
The shit had the nigga sitting them in the grave at a 45-degree angle and shit. That nigga lips was all probably pressed up all against the top of the coffin and everything and shit. That's fucked up. But that's what it was. That's what it was. It only had about 5-6 brothers there. And that man, when all that work he did, and they ain't had no money to give that man a proper burial. Put that man in a hole with a goddamn a goddamn hole. They get in a prison coffin. It was a little, and he was a big dude. It was like a little skinny ass, little gray coffin. Like Negi said, it looked like it was made out of plywood, just painted gray.
That just disgusts me, and I don't even like that dude. That dude probably cussed out more white people than anyone.
What? Ben Lawyer was no joke. Yo, anybody get out on white people? Ben Lawyer. Yo, go Google Ben Lawyer, some of Ben Lawyer videos. And you can be like, damn, I ain't never seen no Israelite talk like this.
Yeah. He went, you know, hard against the white man. I mean, for all that, they treated him like, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't even like the guy.
Yeah. He was a real one, though. He was a real one. He was one that actually believed that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Shoot.
And he didn't have no, and he wanted to expose the head school for taking the bag. But he described it as the Rosicrucians, Illuminati, giving money to them.
He,
But,
in other words, he used code words for the truth.
yeah, right. But in reality, what had happened, they did get all that money. But to get the money, they had to be a nonprofit organization. The reason they got the money is because of 9/11. When 9/11 happened in New York, that devastated New York City. That fucked New York City up, 9/11. Like I was going to school in New York City, right? In Manhattan, Lower Manhattan and shit. What, 10th and University?
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy about that is I was like 13 years old when that happened.
Yep. I was just coming in the Hebrew Israelite thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is after they left from downtown, left from out here in Connecticut. And I was looking for another group to join and stuff. So I used to look at that. The Bach used to teach 2 blocks away from my school in Union Square. I used to go out there and listen and talk to Zabak and stuff, right? And then I started going to the ISUPK at night. I would listen to Zabak after school. And when it hit about like what, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'll head uptown to Harlem and go check out ISUPK and stuff, right? But the reason they got that money is because of 9/11. They was giving mad money to people in New York City because of that. So they had to, I guess, recreate that organization to get that bag. And Ben Lawyer said he was there when the money came. He said the motherfuckers had a whole briefcase full of money. And
that's wild.
Yeah. And that man ain't buried that man. But where I was going, I even mentioned that. But
so I mean, these groups are like every other radical group out there. They do the same things. That's why I say gangs are like cults, and cults are like gangs.
Yeah, it's the same blueprint to take control of the people. Like the gangs out here when they started, I was like, yo, y'all niggas is dumb. I said all of us went to school together. We all grew up in the sandbox together. And now you letting these people come from out of town to come out here and separate y'all.
You want to hear the thing that's the most messed up? I was watching something about the situation in Belize. Belize has gangs, but not for any good reason. The reason they have gangs is because there was a movie called Colors that came out, and guys in Belize wanted to be, they wanted to be Crips and Blood.
That's what happened out here. When NWA come out, everybody wanted to be like them. We was wearing all the Raiders jackets, the Kings jackets, like starter jackets.
We did it down here too. We did it down south too, bro.
And what was dope, Starter was manufactured here in Connecticut. So we had the first hands with the starter jackets. Like, know what I'm saying? I still got some starter jackets here. Them shit's probably worth bad bread. The Starter went out of business. We used to go to the starter outlet and we could get different, like we could get a green Yankees jacket. Like, you know what I mean? You can go in there and just get like full, like sports jackets, but they be like the wrong color. Like you get different color ones and stuff, or you get the right color and stuff. You get at a discount. You go to the outlet. Manufacturers right here in New Haven, Connecticut. But yeah, that started the whole wave. And then we got Brotherhood Gang, which is like it's a Connecticut gang. I actually know the leader of the Brotherhood, the dude that founded it. Like I'm actually good friends with him. He an old school dude. Like he probably almost down there 60 years old, probably. Right? That they had Pump Nation that was out of New York, I believe. Actually, I was gonna do a video on Father Panic Village where I was gonna have a bunch of the old school. That housing project, that was a notorious housing project for like drugs and crime and stuff. Like
so just a quick question: was it just as notorious as Cabrini Green?
Yo, it was crazy. It was, the cops wouldn't go in there. Like there'd be shootouts. Like they have a shootout. Shootout lasts a couple seconds. Shootouts for like a half hour.
So in other words, a sniper battle. But yeah, that's crazy.
You had a place called A Hole, and like my boy, he said there was so much money coming, you couldn't put the money in your pocket. They turning in like 50 grand a night.
And this is all from drugs, right?
Like they get sweatpants and go to the tailor and have the tailor tighten up the leg of the sweatpants and then cut a hole in their pockets. So when the money comes, they put the money in the pocket and it falls to the bottom of the pants. So you wearing money.
That's crazy, but this is all from drugs, right?
Yeah, all drug money. You know the old school shopping bags? Well, in Connecticut, they made plastic bags illegal out here now. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. But but back in the day, you go to the grocery store, all your shit went in the paper bag, a big paper shopping bag.
Yeah, they would use that for the money. I think I could.
The crack vial, y'all know the small crack vials is. That the crack vials filled to the top of the motherfucking bag, and they sitting in the motherfucking hallway. And it should be gone. It'd be all sold. You know how many crack vials that is? A whole shopping bag full to the top, like literally full to the top.
A rough estimate, would that be like 1,000?
No, hell no, that'd be way more than 1,000. Way more than 1,000. You probably put about 5,000 of the motherfuckers in the fucking shopping bag.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I can't even imagine. And you know that stuff was selling like hotcakes.
Like hotcakes. In Bridgeport, where it was the only place that sold it. So people was coming from Hartford, New Haven, coming to buy they $5 caps, right? And going to Hartford and selling them for $20. Like we used to do that shit, like in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? We go to New York when we was kids. You know, we go buy the nickel bags and shit of weed. You could smoke a blunt out the nickel bag and come back here and still sell it for $10. That was the hustle. Everything in New York was half the price than what it was here. So people like it was easy to get money, and you get deals and all types of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You fucking shit. You go back, like we go skate and hit the weed spot and stuff. We go spend $10. We come back, spend another 10. He throws an extra bag. We come back again, buy 4 bags. He throws 6.
I mean, you know, the crazy thing is that poisons people, but you know.
Yep. But it was crazy. I had another friend that said when they used to sell the purple unicorn dope. Dope was called purple unicorn. And she would shoot out the window in the morning, like at night, they would go throw the bags of dope in the courtyard of the projects. So all the fiends are go find, they go look, they know the fiends know the bags are out there. So they go out there and they try the dope. And so they know who to cop from when it's time when they open up shop in the morning. So they would shoot out the window and that would let all the fiends know that the block open. So in the line, there'd be a line. Like you trying to get into the club at the building, there'd be a line. A line. Like you in the goddamn
or like a McDonald's drive-through.
Exactly. And
that's crazy. That's so crazy. They were selling that stuff like Big Macs.
Yeah. And it said the money was coming so fast, you didn't have time to count the money. The dope fiend could be shorting you. $10 bag or whatever, he might be giving you $7. And he said you would just fold the money and try to remember. So like when you pulling it all out, you be like, oh, this nigga try to be funny. Because you remember how he gave you the money. You know what I'm saying? They might have it crumpled up. Oh, that's that nigga that gave me that crinkled up bill. And then you find the bill, oh, this shit fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like from that, but like I was saying, like these dudes said they had the sweatpants and it was so much money, the money will fill up the sweatpants where you look like a goddamn snowman out there.
Man, that is crazy. I can't imagine that. But you got to imagine the money must have messed people up.
Yeah. but motherfuckers was eating out there. These dudes was buying brand new BMWs and Mercedes. Being out there like a week, they can go cop a brand. Like, this is the bottom worker, the nigga at the bottom. He could buy himself a brand new Mercedes in like 1 week. 1 week, you buy a brand new Mercedes, go to the dealership and get whatever color he want. They was getting cars. This is a dude out here. He just got that shit. I think they offered him, I think like 60 years or some shit. They offered him. He did some stupid ass shit where he set his own cousin up, his own, like a robbery, and they killed his cousin or some shit. And they got him for it. And he in jail now. We ain't gonna never see his ass ever again. But he one of them people out there. They said he was getting cars before they come out. You know how entertainers and rappers.
I've heard of that. That's so weird that you're mentioning that because I've heard of it.
They'll get the new shit before it drops, before the public get it. And they said the car dealerships, a lot of them, they got high too. So shit, they might show up and give this dude, don't like saying, some drugs, might give him a half a key or whatever with some money and shit, and they get the car. And these motherfuckers is not even 16, not even old enough to drive. And they go and cop the car. And they sitting there in the projects with the motherfucking car, chilling. They get brand new cars every year.
And you know what the thing is? There's people that would love to have money like that, but
no, the money, the niggas, they turn it in. The workers are turning in 50,000.
Yeah, they're turning in most of it. Yeah,
they turning in 50,000. You get in. They say a G pack. I think you get $100 out of a G pack. A G pack is $1,000 worth of drugs, and you get $100. And that sounds crazy, cause like say like in the 90s, say like you got a 250 pack, you making $50 off of that shit and turn it into 200.
That's actually worse than welfare.
Yeah.
That's worse than welfare, Social Security, or food stamps.
But I told them, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You giving this motherfucker $900 and you only get $100 out of it? I said, niggas out here, they motherfucker got 250 bundles. You made $50. It only got to turn in 200. He said, but yo, you don't understand how fast the money was coming. The money was coming like clockwork. The motherfucking money was coming so fast. You still be making the money.
But the problem is that was killing people.
Yeah. But you sit out there in the 90s, you sit out all day. They get half the day to get rid of that 250 pack. But you get rid of that G pack in like a few minutes. Motherfuckers are coming out there with $300, $400, $500. The cop. Some people, they might have somebody that knows somebody up in there. Like you couldn't go up in there and be looking around and shit. You up in there, you don't live there, you better be buying something. You better be buying something. But this dude told me, they said they shoot out the window, they come get the dope, and he was saying how there was one dude he knew he shorted him. So he went to the shooting gallery, like the house where everybody go to shoot up. And he said this is the first time he realized, it's funny that you said that, nigga. This is the first time he realized how toxic and bad of what he was doing was. He said he swore on his dead mother and shit that there was like almost a waist-high pile of empty heroin bags in the house. Like where they take the bag and they just throw it on the ground. And the things are piled up. The shit piled up. He said the pile was almost like waist-high. He said he never seen no shit like that before in his life. They found dead bodies in the basement of this place. All types of crazy shit. This place was rough. Rough. Everybody knew take your ass there. People robbed you. Like, and people had the money. Like my boy, like, I gotta get a hold of him and see if he come out here and show those pictures. I didn't believe the stories until he showed me the pictures. Damn, he like 12 years old. And back, I know some of y'all old school heads in the 80s. Y'all remember having your jeans, you wear your jeans, in the winter and stuff. And when summer comes, you turn your jeans into shorts. You just cut the jeans and make shorts out of them. He in the doorway with his cut off jeans and with no shirt on, with a little 38 in his waist, 12 years old, with about $5 grand in his hand, like with the money like a fan. You know how like the Japanese got them fans and shit. Got the money fanned out like that.
Yeah. It's like when you're holding cards when you're playing poker. I know you're talking about
like 5Gs sitting there with actually I played this dude's music. I used to play his music on my channel and stuff. Charles Willison. But with 5G, 12 years old.
But you know what the worst part of all that is? That lifestyle leads nowhere good. That leads to an early grave. That leads to the hospital. That leads to prison.
Yep.
Nowhere good.
Yeah. Like all that money gone. You look at them niggas now. Them niggas ain't fucking shit now.
And here's the worst part. There is no way you can put any of that money away for the future. Like when you're earning money as a drug dealer, none of it gets taken out for Social Security or none of that. So
that shit gone.
That money is fast money and it's gone just as quick.
Some of the head dudes that was out there, some of them motherfuckers still living off that money. There's a few of them probably still living off that money. Because the amount of money they was making was absolutely ridiculous. The amount of money. And the money was so fast, like I say, you buy a brand new fucking BMW. Any color you want. They were sitting out there with the old cell phones in the 80s.
Oh, you mean the big ones, the really big ones.
The suitcase. It's like a briefcase.
Well, I'm thinking the ones that are like the size of a brick.
Yeah, like you holding a big VCR on the side of your head.
and I gotta tell you, no joke, they probably cooked your brains while you're using them.
Yup. But they got mad bitches because they sitting out there with that motherfucking phone. So they weighed out the options and shit. They were like,
you used to call me on your brick phone.
Yep. Sit out there with I don't know if y'all remember the Fieros. Some of y'all old school heads. Myron might remember that. The Fiero cars. They were like the little Pontiacs. I think Pontiac made it. It was called a Fiero. But basically it was like a fake ass Ferrari. It was like a Ferrari half the size and shit. But they had the kit. You get the kit put on it and it'll look just like a Ferrari. They be sitting out there and shit. The gold chains. Like you see the rappers wearing, like, so you look at Slick Rick and Run DMC and stuff with big chains. They had that shit back then. They had that. Yeah, that shit. And a lot of that stuff, a lot of them were 5%ers. You know what I mean? And that's the talk that they would have when I was.
I mean, that's just crazy stuff.
Yes,
I can't believe it because on some level, I can understand why people would want that kind of fast and easy money.
Because they ain't have none.
Hey, Killer B, I heard you. Yeah, I remember them cars, them Ferraris, man.
That's that old school.
Fiero. Yeah, that Fiero, the little small two-door Fiero.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember the cars. But I had a coworker who had one. He had a white one. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah.
Let me see if I can find so we do like some old school pictures here. Here's the one there. That's Father Perry Village. Wait, let's find it. I have some other Father Perry Village pictures. That's
Hey, Killer
good.
B, Killer B, I'm gonna send you a picture of a Fiero back in the day. I'm gonna send you one.
Oh shit.
I seen you one. Hey, let me get off. I sent it to you. It's showing what you talking about.
And look, look at this here. This is what it looked like. This is the 80s right here. This might have been the 80s. Okay, hold on. Fucking up. Trying to find the pictures I had before.
It was made by Pontiac. Pontiac, they made those.
Yeah, it was Pontiac. Yup.
Yup.
All the ghetto, all the petty. You got to change up the wording on it. Look at these dudes. Look, this is an old pit. Oh no, that's P.T. Barnum. Yeah, that's also in the same city. They had some. I know it's in my files. I'll do that video soon. I'll do that video. Y'all hear the stories. I'm gonna have these niggas up on here. It was cool. I was gonna do it a few weeks ago. I did it, and they canceled. It was like, yo, we want to get more people and stuff. And
well, yeah, you know I'll be here for that. So
yep, they had the thumbnail that I used, right? Because I wanted to get like a real. I just wanted to show the buildings. I wanted to show like the hood, like. And I showed my boy. I was like, "Yo, you know these people?" He's like, "Yeah, nigga, you know them motherfuckers too." I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Wait a minute,
that's kind of crazy." But yeah, I'll definitely be down for that.
Yep, back in the old boombox days, you had the Skinny Boys. I don't know if y'all remember the Skinny Boys, but they was rivaling the Fat Boys. They was from 5 Penny. But you know that 5% lesson thing was heavy.
Oh yeah. They would go out and take that stuff to people. Like they would be smoking something or drinking something, and they'd be talking about the lost found lessons.
They sitting in it. They call it the hole. The hole was where all the drugs were sold. They call it the hole, and that's where a lot of the stuff probably went down. They sitting in the hallway. They going lessons or doing whatever.
The 120 lessons is what they called it.
Yep, the 120. Studying 120.
Hey, Killer B, go to your inbox. I sent you a picture of it, bro.
All right, let me see if I go good. Facebook been tripping. None of my other social media shit I've been able to get on. I've been getting some kind of error. It's been letting me on. It did not let me on. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it won't let me on. If you can put it in the share it on the stream and stuff like that, I can show it. But yeah, it's not letting me on.
Oh, okay.
I was here for a hot second today, and then I went back to use it again. It wouldn't let me on. I gotta figure this thing out. Like somebody probably trying to hack my shit or something. I don't know what it is. I can get on Instagram or Twitter either.
Yeah, but that cat, man, he trying to play Rambo.
Yeah.
The lone gunman.
And for the black people, talk about all this black power for the black people shit, and probably selling drugs too.
Yep.
Just like I showed last night with Natural Tune. All that black power shit, the black woman God, and all this shit. But yeah, you got caught with like 3 ounces of dope or whatever and shit.
Wow.
No, ready to come back to New York to kill people. These niggas is crazy, yo. These niggas is crazy as shit. But
and you know that could be the whole channel's catchphrase. That could be the one. That could be the motto of this channel.
Yep. Oh, what up, Siberius? What up, JD Hill? What up, Nicosi? Craig Shrugs. What up, Craig? Yeah, yo, it's all this shit crazy, yo. Like, when the people gonna wake up? If black people better start straightening their shit up too. Who the fuck they fuck around with? And like, know what I'm saying? They want to be associated with stuff. Oh, I'm in Tour Nights. Oh, I'm in ISUPK. Oh, I'm in. Okay, all right. Go on the internet and claim that shit if you want. Go ahead and claim when the Rico shit.
Here's the funny thing. I'm gonna reclaim Torah Nights, so they won't be able to use that. So.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's the shit right there. That you gotta take.
I'm gonna take that back. So I'm gonna be the new one.
I wanted because after the show I went and watched it. After the show last night, I went and watched it. Right, or it was before I did the show last night. I went and watched it. And I meant to message you, but it wouldn't let me on Instagram and shit, right? So I was like, yo, watch what this nigga gonna do. This nigga gonna try to switch his shit up. Sure enough, right? We were talking about the shit. This nigga gonna go drop a video talking about some Genesis 3 and shit.
Yeah. He made a video. Oh, you want to know what's so bad? He fell asleep or he passed out in one of them.
Yeah, yep.
And of course, Rob Rack and Rambo were having a little spat. That was Rob Rack was like not really doing much, but Rambo or whatever his name is, he was bragging about illegal stuff like how he pimps women.
But he up out here talking about the Bible and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him though. I'm gonna make a video about it, but shoot.
That's what I said. He over there, he talking about he wanted to argue with Sister Cherry and shit all day about the Bible, not knowing what the fuck he talking about, but then turn around and go hang out with Mr. Nasty.
I gotta get him for that, but I gotta get him for the pimping thing because that offends me on a level beyond just him hanging with Judah.
Yup, that shit crazy. These niggas is fake.
I hate pandering.
They keep fucking around. So, but then this nigga.
But yeah, like I said, I'm taking back Torah Nights, so yeah.
Yo, Shabiyam a fool, yo. Shabiyam, yo, I know when Shabiyam trolling this shit. I already know what it is. Shabiyam can come out here with any day he wants, and I'll always know who it is and shit. He said Rob Rack smokes mad crack. He trademarked that shit, nigga. Oh. Yeah, man, it's like it's funny. They so predictable. I was like, yo, this nigga gonna really try to what he gonna try to do? You did that video and you said, well, I'm not really mad at him and stuff like that. I was like, yo, you don't even know he just opened this shit. So he gonna go make the video and he gonna act like, I really care about the Torah and all this shit. Like he was talking about his problems and apologizing to people. Yeah, I apologized the other night because I was drunk and some things I said and shit. I like this nigga trying to make himself look good. The niggas.
Yeah. So the thing is though, I'm not so stupid, so I won't fall for it. But I'm definitely gonna take back everything.
But it was for the people, because he believed people saw that shit, so. He got to make that shit sound good. And like, look, see, I'm not all bad. Look, Daggy's not, he doesn't hate me. He just wants me to do, well, I always been doing better. I can correct my wrongs. And, I apologize to you brothers and shit.
Yeah. Now, that was the funny thing. He said something about JJ 7000. I knew I was getting taken in.
Yup. Them motherfuckers are slick. He been using my little catchphrases. Like he plays the song before his screens, just like I do. Like that nigga, he got one like creative bone in his body and shit. Like that nigga, everything he do is from somebody else. He just mimics somebody else and shit.
Yeah, just watch him. He'll be mimicking me next.
Yup, he just one big walking carbon copy.
He'll be mimicking me.
Yeah, he will. He will. We'll be burning his ass up. I got some videos coming soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna go, but it's been real. It's been good.
Yeah,
take care, man.
Go too, man. All right, y'all fellas, take it easy, man. All right, Killer B, I'll holler at
you.
Yep. Look forward to my other stuff. I'm jumping off, but yeah.
All right, bro.
Yep, that's what he
right, peace, y'all.
Yeah, see ya.
I think you say equal rights, equal lefts. Leaving it up to the dope man to fight for equal rights and justice. Yeah. Yup. And they could have did it overnight. All that money they was getting, they could be doing it overnight. They could be doing it overnight. Yep. Shamyab, JJ7000, and other food. The Horrors King Cool. That's an old motherfucking account, niggas. You know, fucking Shamyab stupid, yo. Rob Rack supposed. I know. As soon as we bring up Rob Rack, here comes Shamyab. You think Shamyab ain't watching this shit? Say Rob Rack name. See what that motherfucker pop up. Any of y'all start a scream and say Rob Rack, you can see Shamyab pop right up. Rob Rack smoke crack. I remember he got some big YouTuber and shit. You know, you send the Cash App or something, and then they gotta read your shit. The big YouTuber, they can send a donation to chat, the Cash App, or the what do you call it, the super chat or whatever. And the motherfucker read the shit on the screen. You said Rob Rack smokes bad crack. The motherfucker's like, oh shit, what the fuck? But I know Shamyab was there cracking up and shit. That motherfucker was giggling like a motherfucker. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get up off here and shit. Y'all see what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the truth. Y'all see what it is. Hit that goddamn like button, share, subscribe. Oh yeah, before I forget, niggas get on me. I'd like to thank all my supporters out there, Sister Pete, Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, Deggy Springfield, Myron, man, shit, Siberian Sleeping Serpent, and Josh, right? Thank y'all, all my supporters and stuff. And I don't know, y'all want to hit a brother off and shit, buy a nigga a beer, or help me get some better shit for these damn streams. Y'all can send me a donation if y'all like. I don't care how much I'll send you. And I'll put your name, whatever name, you can put a note on there. I'll put whatever name y'all want. See if I got my figure. Yeah. Put your name up, and I'll announce your name on every stream, every video that I do. Yeah, that y'all. I'm up out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. We had Nicozy, Cherry Love, Myron, Negi, Tahar, Tukum, Shamyab, Ozy. We had JD Hill. We had Arno. We had Brother Brian. Brother Brian, start stopping by more often. I know I be wilding out on here with those damn. You can hang out for a little bit. I'll tone it down a little bit for y'all. Kind of, but you know how I get down. But I did, like Sister Cherry tell y'all, like Ratchet Craig was up in here. And Sister Cherry tell y'all, just don't think about that shit. Just listen to what he's saying. Don't listen to how he's saying it. Just listen to what he's saying. Who else? I don't want to miss nobody. Who else? Oh, we had Hope Reloaded. Monette was up in here. And Big O was the first one up in here, Big O. And we had More Truth, More Lies up in this joint. All right, with that, I'm going to head up out of here. I'm the Witchfinder General. You got Witch, I burn their goddamn asses up every goddamn time. Peace, y'all.